Please welcome the academic procession led by the faculty of the University of Washington. Now entering the stadium are candidates for the various doctoral and professional degrees. Carrying the gonfalons for the graduate school are Jeffrey Bingham on the north and Maggie Von Hartman on the south. Mr. Bingham is receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science and Engineering. Ms. Hartman is receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Industrial Engineering. On the north, carrying the gonfalon for the School of Pharmacy is Sam Nguyen, who is receiving a Doctor of Pharmacy. On the south, carrying the gonfalons for the School of Law is Denise Sherry. Ms. Sherry is receiving a Juris Doctor degree. Carrying the gonfalon for the graduate school are Adriana Gill-Miner on the north and Emily Marie Yett on the south. Ms. Miner is receiving a Master of Communication in Digital Media. Ms. Yett is receiving a Master of Public Health. On the north, carrying the gonfalon for the Evans School of Public Affairs is Lisa Devine, who is graduating with a Master of Public Administration. Also on the north, carrying the gonfalons for the School of Dentistry are Teresa May Marks and Ashwani Kente. Ms. Marks is receiving a Master of Science in Oral Biology. Ms. Kente is graduating with a Master of Science in Dentistry. Ladies and gentlemen, candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences are now entering the stadium. Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music candidates are on the north. Bachelor of Science candidates are on the south. On the north, carrying the gonfalon for the College of Arts and Sciences is Ada de Silva, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in French Literature. On the south, carrying the gonfalon for the College of Arts and Sciences is Michael Murphy, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences continue to enter on the north and south. Carrying the gonfalon on the north is Joseph Darda, who has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and English. On the south, the gonfalon is carried by Rachel Peter, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, on the south side of the stadium, please welcome bachelor's candidates from the College of Engineering, led by Gonfaloniers Brian Pepin and Kathy Way. Mr. Pepin is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Ms. Way is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and a Bachelor of Science in Bioengineering. Candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences continue to enter from the north, led by Gonfalonier Luis Escamilla, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in American Ethnic Studies and History. Now entering on the south are bachelor's candidates from the College of Forest Resources. Carrying the gonfalon is Rachel Miller, who is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Forest Resources. Bachelor's candidates from the Information School and College of Education are now entering the stadium on the south. The Information School gonfalon is carried by Wendy Lee, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Informatics. The gonfalon for the College of Education is being carried by Wei Ting Tina Wang, who is graduating with a Master of Education degree. Bachelor's candidates from the Business School are now entering the stadium on the south, led by gonfaloniers Tuan Veridet and Olivia Miasek. Mr. Veridet is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Finance, and a Bachelor of Science in Economics. Ms. Miasek has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Accounting. Bachelor's candidates for the College of Ocean and Fishery Sciences, followed by bachelor candidates from the School of Nursing and the School of Medicine, are now entering the stadium on the south. Carrying the gonfalon for the College of Ocean and Fishery Sciences is Brita Voss, who is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Oceanography. The School of Nursing is led by gonfalonier Jessica Dorr, who is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Carrying the gonfalons for the School of Medicine are Chris Akab and Amrata Kaur. Mr. Akab and Ms. Kaur are both receiving Bachelor of Science degrees in Medical Technology. Bachelor's candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences continue to enter from the north, led by gonfalonier Devon Midori Hale, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Painting and Drawing. Please welcome now the Bachelor candidates from the College of Built Environments. They are led by gonfalonier Keegan Petty, who is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Construction Management. Candidates entering the stadium on the south are from the School of Public Health and the School of Social Work. Carrying the gonfalon for the School of Public Health is Cindy Serrano, who's receiving a Bachelor of Science in Individualized Studies. The School of Social Work candidates are led by gonfalonier Alicia Martinez, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Social Welfare. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the Deans and President's parties are about to enter the stadium. Will all graduates please take their seats? Once again, will all graduates please take their seats? And now, please turn your attention to the west end of the stadium and welcome the procession of deans of the university's 17 schools and colleges. The academic procession concludes now with the entrance to the stadium of the University of Washington Regents, President and Vice Presidents, led by Professor of Scandinavian Studies and University Marshal, Christine Ingebrigtsen. Will all graduates please remain in your seats?
commencement exercises of the University of Washington will be opened with the presentation of the colors by the Joint ROTC Color Guard and the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by Caitlin Ehlers. Ms. Ehlers is graduating today with a Bachelor of Music in Vocal Performance. The audience will please rise.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs were singing, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to present Dr. Mark A. Emmert, President of the University of Washington, who will preside over these ceremonies.
Good afternoon. What a great day to be a Husky. Welcome to all of you to the 134th Commencement Ceremonies of the University of Washington. Commencement ceremonies are an expression of academic tradition going back hundreds of years, and they symbolize some of the most fundamental values of our civilization, most particularly the pursuit of truth, the preservation of freedom, and the cultivation of a climate of civility. These ceremonies are also festive and fun, celebrating the commencement of new activities and challenges in the lives of our graduates, as well as the successful completion of one phase of their formal education. I'm honored, therefore, to be the first to congratulate all of the degree recipients today and welcome you to this wonderful ceremony. To the class of 2000, congratulations. These graduates are proof that, despite all of the great challenges, they have done well and will represent the class of 2009 in all ways with honor, dignity, and respect, and make us enormously proud. But I know, first of all, that there are many, many family members here and friends who are extremely pleased and proud of these students. Would the family and friends of the class of 2009 please rise and join me in congratulating all of the honorees and graduates today? Please rise. And graduates, you have just heard the thanks, the pride, the congratulations of your family and friends. You should now reciprocate. Why don't you rise and thank all those people that helped get you here? Thank you. The splendid music that you've been listening to during the processional, and which you'll be hearing more of later, is being provided this afternoon by the students of the School of Music's Wind Ensemble under the direction of Professor Timothy Saltzman. As you can tell, they are extremely gifted musicians, and we appreciate their participation here today. Please join me in thanking them. The ultimate responsibility for the University of Washington lies with the members of the Board of Regents, 10 citizens of the state who are appointed by the governor and confirmed by the state senate. These dedicated men and women devote countless hours each year to the welfare of our university. 9 of our regents are with us here this afternoon, and I would like to introduce them to you. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Chairman of the Board, Craig Cole. Vice Chair, Herb Simon. Christiane Blake. Stanley Baer. Jeffrey Brotman. William H. Gates. Sally Jewell. Fred Kiga. And Student Regent, John Paul Willenick. Ladies and gentlemen, the Regents of the University of Washington. In addition to the Regents, we have seated on the platform this afternoon the Chief Academic and Administrative Officers of the University, including the Provost, whom you'll meet in a moment, the Vice Presidents, the Deans of the schools and colleges, the leadership of the Faculty Senate, the elected student leadership on our campus, the President and Executive Director of the Alumni Association, and faculty members, professors emeriti, and other representatives of the various schools, colleges, and departments. I would also like to acknowledge the many members of the faculty serving today as commencement marshals who help organize and manage this event. In page 11 of your commencement program, you will find the names of all of our marshals. Thank you all for your participation today. And now let me say just a few words to the graduates. First, let me tell you how very proud all of us are of each and every one of you for your accomplishments already. You've worked hard and have reached a monumental milestone in your lives, and you certainly deserve to celebrate it. University presidents aren't supposed to have favorite classes, but I have to admit the class of 2009 has earned a special place in my heart. No graduating class has ever left the university and entered into a perfect world, but it's clear that you're facing some exceptionally challenging circumstances not the least of which is not a great job market. When you also consider the array of social and environmental and other challenges that we all face, I'm sure it can look like a daunting experience for all of you. But let me be perfectly clear on this point. The class of 2009 is more than ready to take on the challenges that the world will throw at you. In your time at the university, you have met people and had experiences and classes that have altered the trajectory of your lives completely and forever. You've been exposed to new ideas and new ways of thinking that will propel you to a lifetime of growth and opportunity and engagement. If we have done our job right, and I know you have done yours, you will leave here today with your aspirations having been elevated and your imaginations broadened, your sense of citizenship deepened. Our world needs right now in 2009. We need your talent, your energy, your creativity, your leadership, and your commitment. It may seem like you are graduating at a very inopportune time, but for us and for the rest of the world, your graduation couldn't come at a better time. I have every confidence that you will use your UW education to change our world for the better. It will be a great privilege for all of us to watch you, and as president of the university, we wish you all the very, very best. Congratulations. And now I'd like to ask two of your classmates, Forrest Gibson and Tommy Yang, to present the class gift. Forrest has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Comparative Literature. Tommy is graduating today with a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration. Forrest and Tommy co-chaired the Senior Gift Council. Thanks to those whose leadership of the senior class has made this wonderful early start in philanthropy possible. Here's Forrest.
Good afternoon, class of 2009. Over the past year, Tommy and I have worked with a fantastic team of volunteers who are all seniors to organize the senior class gift campaign. It was important for us to choose a gift that would both celebrate our collective success as a class, as well as show our gratitude for the university resources that have helped us get this far. Though our degrees represent academic achievements from different schools, colleges, and departments all across campus, we all share a common, precious resource: the university libraries. Therefore, we decided to create the Class of 2009 Endowment for Odegaard Library.
Every year, this endowment will provide fundings for Odegaard Library improvements. On the Seattle campus alone, we raised $36,771 in gifts and pledges. Seniors were also able to contribute to any particular college, school, program, or department that inspired them. And now, President Emmerts will present you with the names of all the donors.
Thank you very much. That's wonderful, guys. Well done. That's great. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you very much for this wonderful generosity. I accept it on behalf of the entire university. The generosity of the class of 2009 will help shape the future of our university. The Chief Academic and Budget Officer of the university is Provost and Executive Vice President Phyllis Wise, who will present this year's University Award winners. Provost Wise.
Each year, the university presents awards to honor outstanding teachers, mentors, programs, staff, and alumni. Many of this year's award winners are with us today on stage. You may read about these amazing people on pages 6 and 7 of your program. I would like to draw particular attention to those who have won awards for teaching and mentoring students. 5 University of Washington professors have been selected to receive the Distinguished Teaching Award this year. They are Steve Herbert, Professor of Geography and Law, Society, and Justice; Dolphine Oda, Professor of Oral Pathology; John, Chair of English; Eugene Eisenberg, Assistant Professor of Social Work; and Katrin Petak, Senior Lecturer in Biological Structures. Three professors are winners of Specialized Teaching Awards. The recipient of the Marcia L. Landault Distinguished Graduate Mentor Award is Richard Strathman, Professor of Biology and Associate Director of the Friday Harbor Labs. The recipient of the S. Sterling Munro Public Service Teaching Award is Kern Ewing, Professor of Restoration Ecology. The recipient of the James D. Clowes Award for Advancement of Learning Communities is Tetsuden Kashima, Professor of American Ethnic Studies. Finally, 2 graduate students with teaching responsibilities have won Excellence in Teaching Awards. They are Edmund Chang, Teaching Assistant in English, and Sachi Schmidt-Hori, Teaching Assistant in Asian Languages and Literature. I would like all of our award winners today to stand and be acknowledged, both for their extraordinary achievements and for their many contributions to the university.
Since 1932, in recognition of extraordinary academic achievement, the university has presented a medal to the graduating senior with the most distinguished academic record at the university. One medal is awarded to a student who has completed all of their work at the university, and another is awarded to a student who transferred here from one of Washington's community colleges. The first recipient of this year's President's Medal is Pavan Vaswani. Pavan? Right there. Pavan entered the UW from Skyline High School in Vancouver, Washington. He is receiving today degrees in neurobiology, biochemistry, and computer science with a minor in chemistry. Outstanding opportunities and support for undergraduate research attracted Pavan to the UW, and he has certainly participated in his time here in such wide-ranging activities as a portable radar-based glacial profiling system and devices to measure brain pressure non-invasively using ultrasound. Pavan has been a Goldwater Scholar, a NASA Space Grant Scholar, an astronaut scholar, and a research fellow for advanced undergraduates. He was also the sophomore medalist and the junior medalist for the university. Pavan has also founded the Skyview International Games for Mathematical Achievements to encourage and support interest in mathematics at the high school level. The games now attract nearly 200 math participants annually. Later this month, Pavan will be studying towards his MD, PhD in computational neuroscience at Johns Hopkins University. It's my great pleasure to present to you, Pavan, this medal in recognition of your achievements. The recipient of the President's Medal for a student who entered the university from a community college is Laura Hinton. Laura, would you please come forward? I'd also like to ask Ron Lafayette, president of North Seattle Community College, to join us here. Ron? Laura entered the university from North Seattle Community College and chose to pursue a major in anthropology with a minor in women's studies. She received the Edwin and Lenora Fussell Scholarship and was a nominee for the highly prestigious Beinecke Fellowship. She also served as a research assistant in the history department and completed an internship with Facing the Futures, a Seattle nonprofit that provides teachers with resources to incorporate global issues into standard K-12 curricula. Laura has volunteered with People's Harm Reduction Alliance and with UW Disability Services. Laura plans for the future include pursuing a master's degree in a nursing program with a strong emphasis on promoting access to health care among marginalized populations. President Lafayette and I join in presenting you, Laura, with this medal in recognition of your extraordinary work at the University of Washington. Can we do this together? Thank you. Since 1938, the University and the Alumni Association have presented an award to a former University of Washington student whose work has attained national or international prominence. The Alumnus Summa Laude Dignatus Award, which means alumnus worthy of the highest praise, is the highest honor bestowed by the university upon one of its graduates. Today we add to the long and distinguished list of individuals who have received this award the name of Wayne Quinton. Wayne? Wayne Quinton is a bioengineering pioneer whose innovations have saved many lives and improved the quality of life for millions of people worldwide. Early in his career, Life magazine recognized Mr. Quinton as one of the 25 most promising young scientists in America. Around the same time that he received this distinction, he went to work at the University of Washington as head of the Medical Instrument Department in the School of Medicine, while he also pursued his studies in mechanical engineering. By applying engineering principles to medical challenges, Mr. Quinton helped develop strikingly innovative methods for diagnosing and treating patients. His work led to more than 30 pivotal innovations, including the oxygenator for the first open heart surgery in the Pacific Northwest, the shunt that made kidney dialysis practical, and the lightweight cardiac treadmill. It was Mr. Quinton's pioneering vision and his collaborations with faculty here from the School of Medicine that led to the establishment of the University of Washington's Bioengineering Department in 1967. Indeed, Mr. Quinton coined the term bioengineering. Mr. Quinton also founded his own company, the Quinton Instrument Company, located in Bothell, Washington. Under his leadership, he became one of the most respected brands of cardiac stress testing and rehabilitation systems management, with Quinton treadmills being widely acknowledged as the gold standard for performance and reliability. For his long and distinguished record of ingenuity and collaboration, including his trailblazing vision of bioengineering, his alma mater, with great pride and admiration, honors Wayne Quinton as the 2009 Alumnus Summa Laude Dignatus. Wayne, congratulations. Oh, my pleasure. The University of Washington Alumni Association plays of the university and provides a continuing link between our graduates and their alma mater. The association also provides essential support for the institution. I'm pleased to introduce the president of the UW Alumni Association, a member of the class of 1976, Mr. Rick Osterhout. Rick?
On behalf of the University of Washington Alumni Association, it is my distinct pleasure to extend our congratulations to all of you, the class of 2009, as you make the transition from students to University of Washington alumni. No matter where life's adventures take you, I'm confident that your experiences here at the university will inspire you every step of the way. Your time here has given you a world-class education, a strong network of friends, classmates, and professors, and access to tremendous resources. Now, as you go forth to pursue your passions, remember to carry with you the message of what a truly great institution the university is, and the importance of the University of Washington, not only to the future of the Pacific Northwest, but to the resolution of many of the most pressing issues facing our nation and world today. Your Alumni Association stands ready with programs, activities, member benefits, all designed to help you achieve the success that you so richly deserve. So keep in touch, we expect that of you. And stay connected, whether by email or text, or on Facebook or Twitter. We're always open and look forward to hearing from you. Again, on behalf of the University of Washington Alumni Association and the over 400,000 UW graduates worldwide, I welcome all of you to the ranks of the University of Washington alumni. Congratulations, and remember, it's always great to be a Husky. Thank you.
Student government is an important component of the governance of our university, and its leadership is called upon regularly to represent student views on a wide range of issues. I'm pleased to introduce the president of the Graduate and Professional Student Senate, Jake Falaschini. Jake?
Thank you, President Emmert, for the introduction. It's an honor to serve as the graduate and student body president, and it's an honor to be here with you today. Especially considering that I won't finish my degrees until next year. Hopefully, that is. I'm sure that this time last year, many of you were feeling the same way, wishing to a certain extent that you were already done, hoping that you would have the strength and perseverance to finish. I offer you my most heartfelt and sincere congratulations for getting to this mile marker. While studying at this university is a great privilege, it is also very challenging. Each of you has overcome a number of personal obstacles to get where you are today. Well done. It is important to remember also that none of you would be here today without the people who helped you along the way. Please take the time today and later this week to remember them and to thank them. To the friends and family of the graduates who are here in the audience, thank you for the guidance and support you have given to my colleagues, and congratulations for your success. Graduates, you will leave here today and do an array of fascinating things. You will contribute immensely to the human endeavor. Of that, I am absolutely certain. But know that you will always have a home here by Lake Washington, and that you will always have a family and the colleagues that surround you here today. You are now alumni of the same great institution. What you do reflects upon one another. Honor your colleagues by honoring yourselves. Know also that the university will be here if and when you decide. There is still much to learn, and we need bright young people like you to help us solve some of life's most pressing questions. Thank you again for having me here to speak. Congratulations and good luck.
And now I'm pleased to introduce the president of the Associated Students of the UW, Antimo Bennett. Antimo?
I just had to get that out real quick. Excuse me. Good afternoon, Huskies. Family and friends, I am honored to be able to stand before you to speak on this proud and momentous occasion. Before I continue, I would like to thank all of the family and friends of each graduate for all of your love, support, and affirmation of all the hard work we've invested to get here. Thank you to the Duwamish tribe, the indigenous people of this area on whose land we sit, that offers us the privilege to be able to celebrate a day such as this. Thank you to the greatest board of directors your student government has ever seen, for a great year of service. To my brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, for pushing me to achieve in every field of human endeavor. And to my family and my friends, my celebration of this day is just as much yours as it is mine, and so I thank you. Those of us sitting here have come from many backgrounds, from many countries, and from many life circumstances. For some here, attending college was almost a guarantee. For others, only by divine intervention, sheer chance, extremely hard work was it even possible. Regardless of whatever road we've traveled, we are here now. This is undeniably a tough time to be a college graduate. The economy is in a recession, jobs are scarcer than they have been in years, and not all things are as we would wish them to be. But these challenges help put into perspective just how significant today is. Even given these tough times, opportunities still exist. We cannot change the circumstances we find ourselves. The only thing we can do is affect our thoughts and actions. Louis Pasteur many years ago stated, "Chance favors the prepared mind." And I would say that every one of us who sits here today as graduates has that prepared mind that is able to deal with the current turbulent times. It is not by accident that during a time when our nation, even the world, is craving a new direction and fresh perspective, the University of Washington is unveiling exactly what they've been looking for. President Barack Obama offered these words: "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." Class of 2009, these words were meant to describe us. Thomas Jefferson, alumnus of the very same institution as Secretary Gates, once remarked that there's a debt of service due from every man to his country, proportioned to the bounties which nature and fortune have measured to him. We here today are much more fortunate than most. Service to one's fellow man is a high and noble calling. Many here have chosen that path, from those who have chosen to join the military, become police officers, teachers, nurses, or physicians, and also those who have been accepted to such programs as Teach for America or the Peace Corps, which I would like to remind you all that this university once again leads the way in producing more Peace Corps members than any other college or university. I would like to enjoin you all, regardless of your degree or desired path in life, to spend some of that talent and fortune you received in order to help others in need who are less fortunate than you. Everybody can be great, because anybody can serve. But only a select few can proudly declare that mighty are the men who wear the purple and the gold. Graduates would indulge me for just a moment. I'd ask you all to raise your hands. Even the family and friends can join in. Raise your hands as high as you can above your head. Just raise your hands, both hands high, as high as you can above your head. Now raise them even higher. Now, thank you. Put them down. I appreciate all the preparation. And as I return to my seat, I just want you guys to keep in mind that even when you think that you've reached your highest point, you still can continue to reach further. Even when you felt that you've gone as far as you can go, you can always continue to reach higher. And as I return to my seat, I want to say congratulations once again, class of 2009. Good luck to you all. Let's go out and continue to reach higher as we change the world together. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Jake and Antimo. One of our guiding principles at the university is that with knowledge comes responsibility, an obligation to use what one has learned for the betterment of others. We're privileged to have with us today a revered elder of the Yakima Nation whose entire life is a brilliant expression of that ideal. As a scholar, Virginia Beavert has worked to document and preserve a Native American language that, without her efforts, would have been lost forever. As a teacher, she has inspired many others to follow her lead, to keep alive and cherish the languages, culture, and history of the indigenous peoples of America. And as a student, about to earn her doctoral degree at the age of 87, she reminds us that for those with passion to learn, time is no barrier. In recognition of Miss Beavert's extraordinary achievements in the field of linguistics and her tireless efforts to preserve Native American culture, the university is today conferring upon her the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Would Ms. Beavert and Chairman of the Board Cole please come forward? I'll get out of the way. Thank you.
Virginia Beavert, you have dedicated your life to the study and preservation of the Yakima Sahaptin language and the culture and history it represents. From the glowing embers of an ancient tongue, you have breathed life and spirit into the culture of your people and lit a beacon of hope for indigenous peoples across America. From humble origins in a time and a place where English was rarely spoken, you grew up to see your own native language almost vanish. Your life's work to keep it alive shows strength and perseverance, the determination to prevail and to reach your destination. When your stepfather died, you took up the work to which he had devoted the final years of his life, recording the Sahaptin language. After earning your bachelor's degree in anthropology at Central Washington University, you sought out anthropologists and linguists who would help you document the language of the Yakima people. Your efforts have culminated in a Yakima Sahaptin dictionary that is breathtaking in its scale, a priceless legacy whose importance will continue to grow for generations to come. Language is the life force of a culture. Its heart, its mind, its memory, its truth. In a word, it's the song of a people. And your dictionary has given new life to the heritage of the Yakima people. Your linguistic skill and extensive cultural knowledge have inspired others to follow in your path. At colleges and universities throughout the Northwest, you've been a tireless teacher and a mentor to others seeking to preserve the languages and culture of America's indigenous peoples. You've given voice to your ancestors, and there is great wisdom and a purifying simplicity in their words. They teach us what it means to be human, and by keeping their words alive, people nations richer in ways that transcend language itself. For your vision and commitment, for your exceptional achievements in the field of linguistics, for the courage and integrity of your scholarship, and for sharing your gift of knowledge with others, the University of Washington is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Doctorate. Like that, huh? Very nicely done.
Dr. Beavert, congratulations. Our commencement speaker today was chosen by President Obama to continue as our nation's 22nd Secretary of Defense after serving in that position in the previous administration. Secretary Gates graduated from the College of William and Mary in 1965 with a Bachelor's of Arts in History. He received a master's degree in history from Indiana University in 1966 and a doctorate in Russian and Soviet history from Georgetown in 1975. While at Indiana, he joined the Central Intelligence Agency. He spent nearly 27 years in the intelligence community, including 9 years at the National Security Council. Secretary Gates has served under 8 U.S. presidents. He received the Presidential Citizens Medal and the National Security Medal. He has twice been awarded the National Intelligence Distinguished Service Medal and has received the Distinguished Intelligence Medal, the CIA's highest award, 3 times. He recently was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, one of the most prestigious honorary societies in America. In recognition of Secretary Gates' lifetime of service to our nation, the university is today conferring upon him the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws. Would Secretary Gates and Regent Cole please join me at the lectern?
Robert M. Gates, you have dedicated your life to serving your country, answering the call to duty from wherever it came. In a career spanning over 4 decades and 8 U.S. presidencies, you have brought a profound understanding of history and a steadfast patriotism to that fundamental responsibility of government our founding fathers expressed in the preamble of the Constitution, to provide for the common defense and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and to our posterity. Your strength of character was evident early in life. A native of Wichita, Kansas, you earned distinction as an Eagle Scout. And when you graduated from the College of William and Mary, you were recognized for embodying those qualities that would define your life's work: a sharp mind, a caring heart, and the willingness to help others in need. After earning a master's degree in history from Indiana University, you joined the Central Intelligence Agency, first serving as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force, and then beginning your work as a CIA analyst. As if to remind you of the momentous responsibility you had accepted, the Soviet Union invaded Czechoslovakia on your second day at the job. Over the next 25 years, you would play a vital role in bringing freedom to the nations of Eastern Europe, reducing the proliferation of nuclear weapons, and supporting U.S. interests abroad. In 1974, you served on the staff of the National Security Council, at the same time earning a doctorate in Russian and Soviet history from Georgetown University. You returned to the agency in 1979 and eventually assumed its leadership, becoming the only career officer in the CIA's history to rise from entry-level employee to director. Retiring from the CIA in 1993, you returned to academic life, wrote your memoirs, and in 2002 became president of Texas A&M University, where you worked to enhance the university's diversity and enrich the educational experience of its students. But in 2006, duty called again, and you were sworn in as our nation's 22nd Secretary of Defense to guide our nation's forces through a critical and turbulent time. And you have done so with brilliance, compassion, and the selfless devotion you have shown throughout your lifetime. The fact that you were asked to continue as Defense Secretary while the presidency transferred from one party to another is a powerful testament to the skill, dedication, integrity, and credibility that you have shown since entering office and serving the public 43 years ago. Yes. I want to add a footnote here. I know people who know him and grew up with him, and they say there is not a finer man in public service. The path that leads to resolving conflict among nations is a narrow and hazardous one, and invariably exposes those who travel it to being attacked from all sides. It's hard to be perfect. It takes a special courage to stay that course, and you have demonstrated such courage over a lifetime of defending our republic. For all that you have done to protect our nation against those who would do it harm, for the wisdom of your counsel in troubled times, for your integrity, and for the work that you have done to restore human dignity to millions of people around the world, the University of Washington is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
President Emmert, Mr. Cole, members of the faculty and Board of Regents, thank you for the distinction you have conferred upon me. I am deeply honored. One thing I should get out of the way, particularly in this of all cities, is to clear up any case of mistaken identity. Several times over the past couple of months, I've been introduced as Bill or William Gates by everyone from a Marine Sergeant Major in Afghanistan to the President of the United States. So for all I know, that's who you were expecting today. Sorry to disappoint, although I do have plenty of jobs to offer. I do know as well that the William Gates family was honored here at the beginning of the year, so perhaps my presence is a fitting bookend. It's an especially great pleasure to be with you today, especially since it gives me an excuse to get away from the other Washington, a town whose self-regard can reach near biblical proportions. There's an old saying about Washington: for your first 6 months, you wonder how the hell you ever got there. Then you spend the next 6 months wondering how the hell everybody else got there. I discovered this just over 40 years ago. This corner of the country has become a very special place for me and my family. I've been coming to Washington State ever since marrying my wife Becky here in Seattle in 1967. She grew up not too far from here. There is a spirited Washington State rivalry among my in-laws, which I wisely stay away from. I get more than enough conflict in my day job. Friends and family members, a special thanks for the love and support you've given to these young people over many years. Parents, I know you're swelling with pride at the achievement of your children. Having put a son and daughter through college myself, I know you're also breathing a sigh of relief, and maybe already planning on how to spend your newly reacquired disposable income. Forget about it. Trust me on this. If you think you've written your last check to your graduate, dream on. The National Bank of Mom and Dad is still open. To the class of 2009, congratulations on a great achievement. I guess today, as you finish one chapter of your life and move on to the next, I'm supposed to give you some advice on how to succeed. I could quote the billionaire J. Paul Getty, who offered sage wisdom on how to get rich. He said, "Rise early, work late, strike oil." Or Alfred Hitchcock, who explained there's nothing to winning, really. That is, if you happen to be blessed with a keen eye, an agile mind, and no scruples whatsoever. Well, instead of those messages, my words of advice for success today come from two great women. First, opera star Beverly Sills, who said there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. And according to Katharine Hepburn, life is to be lived. If you have to support yourself, you bloody well better find some way that is going to be interesting. And you don't do that by sitting around wondering about yourself. In 39 commencements at Texas A&M, I learned the importance of brevity for a speaker. I will speak quickly because, to paraphrase President Lincoln, I have no doubt you will little note nor long remember what is said here. I also know that I'm an obstacle between you and a great party. Perhaps it's heretical to say, but the truth of the matter is that in life there really are no tricks or shortcuts or straight lines. In fact, it's often those times when you think you know exactly what you're doing that a new opportunity comes along and disrupts all your well-laid plans. I have a lot of experience with this, as recently as after the national elections in 2006 and again in November 2008. But it will happen all through your life. When I started college in 1961, I wanted to be a doctor, a career choice that lasted until the end of my first semester, when I received a D in calculus. My father called long distance to ask about the D. I said, "Dad, it was a gift." Even if there are no straight lines in life, you will nonetheless need to have some anchor points, a set of inner values or higher purposes to guide you. As you graduate today, I encourage you to discover for yourself what it is that drives you. But I also ask you to consider spending at least part of your life in public service. You will have the chance to learn and see a person and a better citizen. You will have a chance to work on issues of great importance to our nation and to the world. And you will have a chance to give back to the country that has already given you so much. No life is complete without service to others. I know it may be somewhat redundant to deliver this message here at a school with such a distinguished record of service. Year in and year out, as noted earlier, you send the highest number of graduates in the nation into the Peace Corps. And 64 members of your class are becoming new lieutenants and ensigns in the United States Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Army. Following a long line of University of Washington graduates who proved their valor on the battlefield. Indeed, this university boasts a remarkable 7 recipients of the Congressional Medal of Honor, tied with Virginia Tech and the university I led for 4.5 years, Texas A&M, for the most Medal of Honor recipients of any civilian American university. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to all ROTC cadets and midshipmen on campus, University of Washington graduates currently serving, and especially the veterans who are pursuing their education, some of whom are graduating today. You have served your nation honorably, and your nation is proud of and grateful for what you have done. The students at this institution and others around the nation are as decent, generous, compassionate as we've ever had in this country. Millions of young people all across the country donate countless hours to volunteer organizations, community service, and public-spirited foundations. I know many of you were active in the 2008 presidential campaign. But even in last year's election, with all the challenges facing our nation, 2 wars, a meltdown on Wall Street, and an economy in free fall, not even half the eligible voters in the college age bracket cast a ballot. So I worry, and I worry greatly, that too many of our brightest young Americans, so public-minded in campus and community affairs, turn aside when it comes to our political process or careers in public service. I entered public life 43 years ago, and no one is more familiar with its hassles, frustrations, and sacrifices than I am. Certainly the challenges are daunting, and the current state of our politics isn't exactly the best marketing scheme for attracting new talent. The pay and working conditions can be difficult. Government is, by the design of the Founding Fathers, slow, unwieldy, and almost comically inefficient. Will Rogers used to say, "I don't make jokes, I just watch the government and report the facts." And all too often in the public spotlight, the main reward of your labors is criticism, more criticism, and maybe a dash of character assassination thrown in for good measure. But we shouldn't delude ourselves. Political life has always been a rough business in this country. Ben Franklin once observed that the public is apt to praise you today, crying out, "Hosanna," and tomorrow cry out, "Crucify him." One of Thomas Jefferson's critics said it would have been advantageous to his reputation if his head had been cut off 5 minutes before he began his inaugural address. John Adams was called a hideous, hermaphroditical character which has neither the force and firmness of a man nor the gentleness and sensibility of a woman. They just don't talk like that anymore. But there's another aspect of public service about which Americans hear very little: the idealism, the joy, and the satisfaction and fulfillment. It was at CIA through the long that I first had a chance to observe public servants at all levels, in various agencies and departments, from administrative assistants to great statesmen. And after dealing with governments all over the world, I came to believe Americans have the most dedicated, capable, and honest public servants anywhere. I've worked for 8 presidents, served in the White House under 4. I have seen in political appointees and career civil servants alike an extraordinary number of people of the highest quality acting with steadfast integrity and love of this country and what it stands for. Millions of Americans have chosen careers in civic service, electing to work for their fellow citizens in the belief they can help make this country and the world a better place. Policemen, firemen, teachers, nurses, elected and appointed local, state, and national officials, and many, many others. And of course, there are more than 2 million troops in active and reserved armed forces, men and women who have chosen this course with the knowledge they will likely be sent to a combat zone. They are risking their lives in service to our country every day, fighting from the mountains of Afghanistan to the streets of Iraq. Their courage is awesome, their tenacity boundless. As Junior Michael Beatty, an Iraq Army vet and co-founder of Husky United Military Veterans, put it, "If you don't do your job, your brother is going to pay for it with his blood." That spirit is the reason these extraordinary men and women have rightfully been called the new greatest generation. Each person in public service has his or her own story and motives. But I believe if you scratch deeply enough, you will find that those who serve, no matter how outwardly tough or jaded or egotistical, are in their heart of hearts romantics and idealists and optimists. We actually believe we can make a difference, that we can make the lives of others better, that we can make a positive difference in the life of this country and of the world. A few final thoughts. For almost a decade now, our country has been at war. In the last year, we have seen incredible economic turbulence, and along with it, suffering by many of our fellow Americans. Add to this other mounting challenges, international in scope, from global terrorism to ethnic conflicts, rogue nations, rising powers, climate change, pandemics, and more. These are no ordinary times, and they are certainly not for the faint of heart. But I'm reminded of a letter from Abigail Adams to her son, John Quincy Adams. She wrote him, These are the times in which a genius would wish to live. It is not in the still calm of life or the repose of a Pacific station that great characters are formed. Great necessities call out great virtues. We live in a time of great necessities, and we must come to grips with a very old truth. As individuals, the burdens and responsibilities of citizenship in a democracy are permanent. And as a nation, we cannot escape the long-term burdens, responsibilities, and costs of global citizenship and global leadership. If in the 21st century America is to be a force for good in the world, for freedom, social justice, the rule of law, and the inherent value of each person, if America is to be a beacon to all who are oppressed, if America is to exercise leadership consistent with our better angels, then the most able and idealistic of today's young people must step forward and accept the burden and the duty of public service. As President Obama said, you must put your foot firmly in the current of history. When I was a college student at another time of great necessities, I heard a different president beckon to service, Americans young and old, with words that still ring true. President Kennedy said, "Now the trumpet summons us again, not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, though embattled we are, but a call to bear the burden of a long twilight struggle, year in and year out, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, a struggle against the common enemies of man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and war itself. These common enemies are with us still, enduring and stubborn barriers to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for too many. Public service still calls for the best among us to do battle with those common enemies of humanity about which President Kennedy spoke. Preparedness to serve, devotion to one's community and fellow citizens, caring beyond self, these are all fundamental to democracy. Our forebears understood this when they risked their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor to establish a new nation conceived in liberty. But it is a lesson that must be refreshed in every generation by the best and brightest young Americans. It is a lesson that must be refreshed by you. John Adams wrote his son, Thomas Adams, "Public business, my son, must always be done by somebody. It will be done by somebody or another. If wise men decline it, others will not. If honest men refuse it, others will not. Will the wise and honest among you come help us serve the American people? Congratulations and Godspeed."
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to present the various degrees to all candidates. The audience is requested to remain in their seats until the conclusion of today's ceremony. Candidates for the doctor's degree in the School of Medicine will be presented by Dr. Frederick Wolf, Chair of Medical Education and Biomedical Informatics.
Mr. President, it is an honor to recommend the 179 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Many of these graduates have proceeded to graduate training positions throughout the country. Those participating in today's ceremony will come forward with the other doctoral candidates.
Candidates for doctor's degrees in the School of Dentistry will be presented by Dean Martha Summerman.
Mr. President, it is my pleasure to present the doctoral candidates from the School of Dentistry and to recommend that all that have fulfilled their requirements be awarded their degrees. Candidates, please come forward with the other doctoral candidates.
Candidates for Juris Doctor degrees in the School of Law will be presented by Associate Dean Peter Nicholas.
Mr. President, on behalf of the Faculty of Law, I have the honor of presenting the 162 candidates for the degree of Juris Doctor, with the recommendation that each who has fulfilled the requirements be awarded that degree. The law graduates participating in the ceremony will come forward with the other doctoral candidates.
Candidates for Doctor of Pharmacy degrees in the School of Pharmacy will be presented by Dean Thomas Bailey.
Mr. President, it is my honor to recommend that all 100 candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of the School of Pharmacy be awarded the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy. These candidates will please come forward with the other doctoral candidates.
Candidates for doctoral degrees in the Graduate School will be presented by Dean Gerald Baldesty.
Mr. President, here with us today are candidates who have completed all requirements for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Doctor of Audiology, and Doctor of Nursing Practice. On behalf of the deans of the schools and colleges and the graduate faculty, I am pleased and honored to recommend these candidates for the highest degrees awarded by the university. The names of those awarded doctoral degrees this year are listed in the commencement program, along with the titles of their dissertation and the names of their faculty supervisors. Will all the doctoral degree candidates from all schools and colleges please rise?
Regent Cole, it is my distinct pleasure to present all of the doctoral degree candidates from the schools and colleges just presented.
On behalf of the Board of Regents and the faculties of the respective schools, I am pleased to confer upon these candidates their respective doctoral degrees. You have achieved high academic distinction, and this university salutes you. You will be presented with a memento of this graduation exercise. Please now come forward and accept our congratulations.
Catherine Meggie von Hartmann, Doctor of Philosophy, Industrial Engineering.
Jeffrey P. Bigham, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering.
Soo Yun Kim, Doctor of Philosophy, Material Science and Engineering.
Deborah Ann Turner, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Science.
Alessandro Del Ferro, Doctor of Musical Arts, Organ Performance.
Wendy J. Langeberg, Doctor of Philosophy, Epidemiology.
Gabriel Dumitrescu, Doctor of Musical Arts, Choral Conducting.
Ali Rohani Rakhbar, Doctor of Philosophy, Epidemiology.
Andrea M. Emberley, Doctor of Philosophy, Ethnomusicology.
Jifeng Mu, Doctor of Philosophy, Marketing.
Jubilee Cook, Doctor of Philosophy, Ethnomusicology.
Qing Wei Chang, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
E. Jabali Stewart, Doctor of Philosophy, Ethnomusicology.
Chi Wei Huang, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Yi Chi Chen, Doctor of Philosophy, Physics.
Yati Peng, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
John Kozaz, Doctor of Philosophy, Physics.
Wee Ma, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Christopher D. Spitzer, Doctor of Philosophy, Physics.
Jen Lowe, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Kristen B. Greenland, Doctor of Philosophy, Molecular and Cellular Biology.
Ding Liang, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Paul Clark Robb, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy.
Brett Edward Eckelberg, Juris Doctor.
Timothy S. Yeomans, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Joseph Hung Chi Wei, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering, and Nanotechnology.
Robert W. Manahan, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering.
Craig Frederick Church, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Julia Apte, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering.
Tracy Ann Mari, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Sarah Farney Adsek, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering.
Jose Alfonso Rodriguez, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Jason C. Hauer, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering.
Meade B. Crosby, Doctor of Philosophy, Biology.
Andrea Lisbeth G. One, Doctor of Philosophy, Biomedical and Health Informatics.
Christina Ruth Owen, Doctor of Philosophy, Biology.
Lisa Jane Trigg, Doctor of Philosophy, Nursing.
Sarah O'Brien, Doctor of Philosophy, Zoology.
Kay Greason, Doctor of Philosophy, Pathobiology.
Elizabeth A. Addis, Doctor of Philosophy, Biology.
Wen Gu, Doctor of Philosophy, Public Health, Biostatistics.
Amy Lynn Carlisle, Doctor of Philosophy, Biology.
Christopher Y. Ming Lum, Doctor of Philosophy, Aeronautics and Astronautics.
Grady Ray Blacken, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Daniel L. Zalazo, Doctor of Philosophy, Aeronautics and Astronautics.
Joshua A. Davies, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Paula Ann Patterson, Doctor of Philosophy, Built Environment.
Timothy J. Posh, Doctor of Philosophy, Communication.
Emily T. Martin, Doctor of Philosophy, Epidemiology.
Catherine Jean Hall, Doctor of Philosophy, Communication.
Chen Liang Jung, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioengineering.
Julie Ann Homchick, Doctor of Philosophy, Communication.
Xiao Su Ma, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioengineering.
Deborah R. Bassett, Doctor of Philosophy, Communication.
Marilee Ann Andrew, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioengineering.
June T. Young, Doctor of Philosophy, Communication.
Fang Cheng, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering.
Honey M. van Rijsbeek, Doctor of Philosophy, English.
Rosalind Josephine Bilhars, Doctor of Philosophy, Microbiology.
Matthew Warren Wilson, Doctor of Philosophy, Geography.
Cecilia A. Cotton, Doctor of Philosophy, Public Health, Biostatistics.
Omid Vesa, Doctor of Philosophy, Material Sciences, Engineering, and Nanotechnology.
Aaron Campbell Peck, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Health, Environmental Toxicology.
Matthew Thomas Snedden, Doctor of Philosophy, History.
Catherine Lynn Vandemark, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Health, Environmental Toxicology.
Julianne R. Severson, Doctor of Philosophy, Women's Studies.
Ting Ting Lee, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Health, Environmental Toxicology.
Alisa Lynn Hellrung, Doctor of Philosophy, Women's Studies.
Bei Tsai, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Health, Environmental Toxicology.
Dawn Victoria Williams, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Robert G. Sjogren, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil Engineering.
Haley Renee Pugsley, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Mary Rebecca Taylor, Doctor of Philosophy, Nursing.
Robert Michael Lawrence, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Helen Teresa Buckland, Doctor of Philosophy, Nursing.
Sarah Ann Much, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Ellen Louise McGough, Doctor of Philosophy, Nursing.
Darren William Begley, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Yoon Sun Kim, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
James M. Krause, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Hendrianto, Doctor of Philosophy, Law.
Chunhua Li, Doctor of Philosophy, Statistics.
Wei Wen Wu, Doctor of Philosophy, Nursing.
Yoko Iishi, Doctor of Audiology.
Jia Ling Wu, Doctor of Philosophy, Nursing.
Yang Ming Di, Doctor of Philosophy, Statistics.
Alaro Lawson, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Doctor of Philosophy, Linguistics.
Teresa A. Wolber, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Anya Dormer, Doctor of Philosophy, Linguistics.
Barbara Daly Selby, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Kelly J. Kilansky, Doctor of Philosophy, Linguistics.
Patricia J. Yetna Burke, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Jamin Calvin Hoggard, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Carolina Mejia, Doctor of Philosophy, Health Services.
Richard M. Plotkin, Doctor of Philosophy, Astronomy.
Emily Deidra Dolan, Doctor of Philosophy, Health Services.
Dokubo Milford Goodhead, Doctor of Philosophy, English Theory and Criticism.
Miley Tawali'i, Doctor of Philosophy, Health Services.
Sheng Yu Zhang, Doctor of Philosophy, Statistics.
Kelly Patrick McCarrier, Doctor of Philosophy, Health Services.
Jeffrey Hutchison Cox, Doctor of Philosophy, Germanics.
James T. Tufano, Doctor of Philosophy, Biomedical and Health Informatics.
Raymond A. Owenbring, Doctor of Philosophy, English.
Rami Hashish, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Lawrence Pierce, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Shaw Michael Okawara, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
James Garrett Sims, Doctor of Pharmacy.
David Brian Gillette, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Nicholas David Shire, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Miava Chalmers, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Jason Ricky Lewis, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Laura M. Cooper, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
James Ryan Shaw, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Elizabeth L. Apple, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Lisa Maria Ho, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Alexandra Yingru Shang, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Christina Viet Tran, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Jake A. Dodge, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Shamim Jamal Rajan, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Kelsey Metcalf, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Hillary Watson, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Sarah A. McCollister, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Christine Andrew, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Stacy Hopkins Vandemark, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Jennifer Crystal Glasgow, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Amy Billick Dock, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Michael Wing Leong Louis, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Dina Larson, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Catherine Foster West, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology.
Joseph K. Brazil, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Phoebe Sarah Daniels, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology.
Noel Yabara, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Jenny Dio Shaw, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology.
Daniel Demetrios Barnett Perakis, Doctor of Philosophy, Forest Resources.
Amanda Barrett Poole, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology.
Aaron N. Hagan, Doctor of Philosophy, Forest Resources.
Melissa Renee Poe, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology.
Joanna L. Smith, Doctor of Philosophy, Aquatic and Fishery Sciences.
Tapoza Chowdhury, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology.
Natalie Jasmine Hamel, Doctor of Philosophy, Aquatic and Fishery Sciences.
Stefan Baums, Doctor of Philosophy, Asian Languages and Literature.
Melissa Ann Haltuk, Doctor of Philosophy, Aquatic and Fishery Sciences.
James Coop, Doctor of Philosophy, Digital Arts and Experimental Media.
Robert Scott Seidem, Doctor of Philosophy, Aquatic and Fishery Sciences.
Arim Yoon, Doctor of Philosophy, Statistics.
Jeremy Todd Sterling, Doctor of Philosophy, Aquatic and Fishery Sciences.
David I. Ketchison, Doctor of Philosophy, Applied Mathematics.
Abigail Rose Lambert, Doctor of Philosophy, Biochemistry.
Christopher W. Curtis, Doctor of Philosophy, Applied Mathematics.
Aitan Adar, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering.
Yi Shi, Doctor of Philosophy, Applied Mathematics.
Jonathan M. Carlson, Doctor of Philosophy.
Larry Wen-Lei Jean, Doctor of Philosophy, Applied Mathematics.
Catherine M. Everett, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering.
Timothy Joseph McCoy, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Charles S. Rice, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering.
Maureen B. Jackson, Doctor of Philosophy, Comparative Literature, Textual Studies.
Andrew R. Putnam, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering.
Kelly Scott Walsh, Doctor of Philosophy, Comparative Literature.
Hin Yap Lip, Doctor of Philosophy, Material Science and Engineering.
Pauline Ebu Alokokalaro, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
Ben Richard Tramposh, Juris Doctor.
Elaine M. Nam, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry.
David Michael Kakano Onali Lafazia, Doctor of Philosophy, Social Welfare.
Diana M. Ceballos, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental and Occupational Hygiene.
Samuel Kim, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering and Nanotechnology.
Brian David Collins, Doctor of Philosophy, Geological Sciences.
Catherine Fortin Delestrinos, Doctor of Medicine.
Fusai Ekida, Doctor of Philosophy, Asian Languages and Literature.
Natalie Pamir, Doctor of Philosophy, Nutritional Sciences.
Sarah H. Watts, Doctor of Philosophy, Music Education.
San Yoon Han, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering.
Laura A. Stambaugh, Doctor of Philosophy, Music Education.
Terry Chin-Yi Shen, Doctor of Philosophy, Biomedical and Health Informatics.
Rishi Sharma, Doctor of Philosophy, Quantitative Ecology and Resource Management.
Kristen M. Childress, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Zoetrope Teresa Amar, Doctor of Philosophy, Quantitative Ecology and Resource Management.
Mikhail Gubanoff, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering.
Paula Kohler, Doctor of Philosophy, Education.
Anna Pite, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering and Nanotechnology.
Michelle Bilkey, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Todd D. Cravette, Doctor of Philosophy, Business Administration.
Lori Ellen Harvey, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Jenny Zhang, Doctor of Philosophy, Accounting.
Randy Stocker, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Hui Ting Tina Wong, Doctor of Philosophy, Education.
Benjamin Jian, Jr., Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Shu Hang Chen, Doctor of Philosophy, Mechanical Engineering.
Terrence Milms, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Denise Marguerite Sherry, Juris Doctor.
Tara Maureen Dowd, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership and Policy Studies.
Nathan A. Algren, Doctor of Philosophy, Oceanography.
Zhao Rong Chen, Doctor of Musical Arts, Woodwinds.
Aaron Olson, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Psychology.
Yu Jung Chang, Doctor of Philosophy, English.
He Chang Bei, Doctor of Philosophy, Mechanical Engineering.
Philip Ruprecht, Doctor of Philosophy, Geological Sciences.
Matthew John Kundrat, Doctor of Philosophy, Mechanical Engineering.
David Jones Morgan, Doctor of Philosophy, Geological Sciences.
James Robert Lewis, Doctor of Philosophy, Forest Resources.
Sudip Shekhar, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Tho Wen, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Seong Tae Kim, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics.
John A. Lund, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Jeffrey C. Began, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics.
Eva Ma, Doctor of Philosophy, Molecular Cell Biology.
Yelena Zurab, Economics.
Cherry Yu Wakayama, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Laura J. C. Selleck, Doctor of Musical Arts, Piano.
Anupama Govindra Rajan, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering.
Dao Fu Dai, Doctor of Philosophy, Pathology.
Bradley Mark Lund, Doctor of Philosophy, Biochemistry.
Valerie C. Virta, Doctor of Philosophy, Zoology.
Clemens C. Heikhaus, Doctor of Philosophy, Biochemistry.
Sam Tsang Yang, Doctor of Pharmacy.
Armin W. Studlein, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil Engineering.
Nicole Lynn Alston Abel, Doctor of Philosophy, Education, Psychology.
Wu Gun Shin, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil Engineering.
Troy Winfrey, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics.
Yi Min Huang, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil Engineering.
Suzanne Reeve, Doctor of Philosophy, Education, Learning Sciences. Ro Fu Lotus Lin, Doctor of Philosophy, Speech and Hearing Sciences. Hei Ri Park, Doctor of Philosophy, Asian Languages and Literature. Chi On Chin, Doctor of Philosophy, Asian Languages and Literature. Xiang Gao, Doctor of Philosophy, Social Work. Dennis Basic, Doctor of Philosophy, Near and Middle Eastern Studies, Interdisciplinary PhD. Tak Lung Ku, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics. Elizabeth J. Wilkinson, Doctor of Philosophy, Neurobiology and Behavior, Interdisciplinary PhD. Andrew Solya, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry. Karam Dana, Doctor of Philosophy, Near and Middle Eastern Studies, Interdisciplinary Graduate Programs. Sonia Savelli, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology. Ho Lin Hsu, Doctor of Musical Arts, String Performance. Dustin B. Moody, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics. Amy Arlene Absher, Doctor of Philosophy, History. Mia Michaela Spangenberg, Doctor of Philosophy, Scandinavian Languages and Literature. Michael J. Hansen, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics. Lee H. Hancock, Doctor of Musical Arts, Piano Performance. Darlene Bergen Franz, Doctor of Musical Arts, Woodwinds. Clint Michael Kraus, Doctor of Musical Arts, Organ Performance. Thomas M. J. Joyce, Doctor of Musical Arts, Organ Performance. Young Sung Kim, Doctor of Musical Arts, Organ Performance. Ju Young Jung, Doctor of Musical Arts, Voice. Jin Wang, Doctor of Philosophy, Material Sciences and Engineering. Ryan Katsuo Card, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics. Susan Faja, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology. Deborah Ignatov Paulson, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology. Mara Louise O'Neill, Doctor of Philosophy, Individual PhD, Interdisciplinary Program. Stephanie Lee Vance, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics. Kurt W. Luoto, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics.
Candidates for master's degrees will be presented by Dean Baldesty of the Graduate School.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce Dean Sandra Archibald from the Daniel J. Evans School of Public Affairs to present the master's.
Will the 150 candidates for the master's degree in public administration in the Daniel J. Evans School of Public Affairs please rise? Mr. President, I am honored to present to you these candidates for the master's degree in public administration. Candidates, please remain standing.
Candidates for the various master's degrees for all schools and colleges will please rise. Mr. President, on behalf of the deans of the schools and colleges and the graduate faculty, I'm honored to present these candidates to receive their respective master's degrees.
Chairman Cole, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you all of the master's degrees candidates from the various schools and colleges.
On behalf of the Board of Regents and the graduate faculty, I am pleased to confer upon each of you your master's degree. Congratulations. You will be presented today with a memento of your graduation exercise. Please come forward and accept our congratulations.
This has been an amazing year for the class of 2009. You have brought distinction to yourselves and the university. And so before we confer your bachelor's degrees, we'd like to take a moment to reminisce about your time here at the University of Washington.
The best thing about UW is just...
The best thing about the UW is the community here, the culture.
Just the pride, the spirit.
The campus is gorgeous.
I joined a fraternity, so I just like the camaraderie of the bros.
The best thing about UW is that we're not Wazoo.
It's so hard to pinpoint just like one thing.
Being able to go to the Ave at, until 2 a.m. and get a hamburger. How we have globally minded citizens.
I'm gonna miss just being around Huskies.
I mean, I thought like when I came here, college, you're going to be doing a lot of partying, so I was really worried about that. And my initial expectations just went out the window because I was locked up in Odegaard studying, with my friends.
That is not what college is about. College is about the memories and the experiences.
You can never party too much, never work too hard either, so I definitely will learn how to have some balance. I think that's a great life lesson that I've learned here at UW.
I have a lot of good memories going to the athletic events, whether it was football, basketball, crew races, baseball games.
Even if you can't do it, everybody can watch and cheer and become so involved in it.
No matter the weather or how bad we were doing, people just stuck through it.
Being as loud as they can, just trying to cheer our team on to a win.
All the students wearing the purple and gold, just yelling and cheering on the team. I mean, you can't replicate that. You can't duplicate that experience. I can't even really describe it.
I'm also going to miss the protesters with the signs and the students that couldn't care less.
There's been a lot of changes since my freshman year, whether it's through the presidential race, through the head football coach being changed.
I'm just so excited to be part of this thing and to get this thing going in the right direction.
When I was just starting at the Daily, I had to go photograph some kid that had created an Obama forum online. And I was like, who's Obama? And I took his portrait and I asked him, like, what is this guy? And he said, oh, you should check out the site, he's gonna be president. Okay. If you want to make a change, all you have to do is try. All it takes is just a little passion, I think.
I mean, honestly, it's bittersweet because on one hand, I'm excited to be done, to finally be receiving a degree, to finally be able to say I'll be an alum, to finally say that I'm a college graduate. But at the same time, you don't want to leave those people who have touched you and had an impact on your life.
I'm ready now for the real world, taxes and a job. Kids. I mean, I hate kids, but I feel like I need to have one.
You can get into anything you want to, any type of group or activity, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that in real life.
I'm excited for what the future may hold and what it may bring, and I think that UW has prepared me for that.
It just feels like yesterday when I was a freshman. It went by really fast.
I'm really surprised at how much it means to me to be a Husky. UW is really the heart of Seattle, and like they say, the pride of Washington, and it's absolutely true.
I mean, even though the time went fast, I feel like I've grown. Came to college as a kid, but I would like to say I'm leaving as a man, but I've grown a little bit, let's just say that.
Now as I'm nearing the end, it's getting to the finish line, like I feel like I've developed a lot of really, really good and close friendships.
In 4 years, that's it. And then you have to have kids.
And I just know I'm gonna miss this place. I enjoyed my time here immensely. And congratulations to the class of 2009.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the various colleges and schools of the university will be presented by the several deans. The candidates who've been accepted by the general faculty of the university for their respective degrees are listed in the commencement program. Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences will be presented by Dean Anamari Kause.
Thank you. Candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences will please rise. Looking good. Mr. President, it is my honor to present these candidates for the Bachelor of Degrees of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science. And I recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements of the College of Arts and Sciences be awarded their bachelor's degrees. Okay, will the candidates please be seated?
Bachelor candidates from the College of Education will be presented by Marcus.
The candidates from the College of Education will please rise. Mr. President, I am proud to present the inaugural class of the College of Education's Early Childhood and Family Studies program, the first bachelor degree program offered by the college in over 30 years, and to recommend that these candidates, having fully fulfilled their bachelor degrees requirements of the College of Education, be awarded their respective degrees. Candidates will please be seated.
Bachelor candidates from the College of Engineering will be presented by Dean Matthew O'Donnell.
Candidates from the College of Engineering, please rise. Mr. President, I'm pleased to present these candidates to the College of Engineering for degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical and Astronomical Engineering, Chemical Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering, Computer Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Industrial Engineering, Bioengineering, Material Science and Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, and Technical Communication. I recommend that all have fulfilled the requirements of the College of Engineering be awarded their bachelor's degree. Please be seated.
Candidates from the College of Forest Resources will be presented by Dean Bruce Baer.
Will candidates from the College of Forest Resources please rise? Mr. President, it is my pleasure and honor to present these candidates for their bachelor's degrees in forest resources and recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements of the College of Forest Resources be awarded their respective bachelor's degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Bachelor candidates from the Information School will be presented by Dean Harry Bruce.
Candidates from the Information School, please rise. It gives me great pleasure, Mr. President, to present the candidates of the Information School for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Informatics. I recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements of the Information School be awarded their bachelor's degrees. Candidates will please be seated.
Bachelor candidates from the Michael G. Foster School of Business will be presented by Dean James G. Mbalvo.
Will the candidates from the Michael G. Foster School of Business please rise? Mr. President, it was with much pleasure that I present these candidates for bachelor's degrees in the Foster School of Business and recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements of the Foster School be awarded their respective degrees. Candidates will please be seated.
Bachelor candidates from the College of Ocean and Fishery Sciences will be presented by Dean Arthur Knoll.
Will the candidates from the College of Ocean and Fishery Sciences please rise? Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present these candidates for bachelor's degrees in oceanography and in aquatic and fisheries sciences. I recommend that all those who fulfill the baccalaureate requirements for the College of Ocean and Fisheries Sciences be awarded their respective degrees. Will the candidates please be seated?
Bachelor candidates from the School of Nursing will be presented by Dean Marla Salmon.
Will the candidates from the nation's #1 School of Nursing please rise? Mr. With great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements from the School of Nursing will be awarded their respective bachelor's degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Bachelor candidates from the School of Medicine will be presented by Chair Frederick Wolf.
Will the bachelor candidates from the School of Medicine please rise? Mr. President, it is a privilege to present these bachelor candidates from the School of Medicine in the specialized fields of medical technology, prosthetics and orthotics, and physician assistant. Many degrees are being conferred in absentia because these candidates have already taken positions at distant locations.
Bachelor candidates from the College of Built Environments will be presented by Dean Daniel Friedman.
Will the candidates from the College of Built Environments please rise? Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates for bachelor's degrees in architecture, urban planning, landscape architecture, construction management, and community and environmental planning, and recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements of the College of Built Environments be awarded their respective bachelor's degrees. Candidates, will you please be seated?
Candidates from the School of Social Work will be presented by Dean Edwina Uehara.
Distinguished candidates from the School of Social Work, please rise. Mr. President, on behalf of the social work faculty, it is my great privilege to present these candidates for their bachelor's degree in social welfare, and I recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements of the School of Social Work be awarded their respective bachelor's degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Candidates from the School of Public Health will be presented by Dean Patricia Wall.
Will the candidates from the School of Public Health please rise? Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present these candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Public Health. I recommend that all who have met the requirements of our school be awarded their respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
All bachelor candidates from all schools and colleges just presented will please rise. Following Regent Cole's citation awarding the various bachelor's degrees, all candidates will be seated immediately and under direction of the faculty marshals will await their turn to come forward one row at a time.
Mr. Chairman, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you all of the bachelor degree candidates for the various schools and colleges, the class of 2009.
On behalf of the Board of Regents and the faculty, I am pleased to confer upon each of you your bachelor's degrees. Congratulations. You will be presented with a memento of this graduation exercise. Please come forward as instructed by the marshals. Congratulations.
Caitlin Ehlers will now lead us in the singing of Rise Up with Pride for Washington. The words to this song, which are printed on the inside of the back cover of the commencement program, were written by Catherine Henderson, who's graduating this year with a Bachelor of Arts in Humanities. The audience will please rise.
Rise up with pride for Washington, for purple and for gold. From far and wide we meet as one, as Huskies proud and bold. Washington we hail to thee, honor, truth, integrity, forever shine from lake to shore, your light upon us evermore. Rise up with pride for Washington, together hand in hand, we will proclaim our loyalty in song throughout the land. Washington we hail to thee, honor, truth, integrity, from lake to shore, your light upon us evermore.
The audience and members of the graduating class are requested to remain at their seats until the recessional of the faculty is concluded. The graduating class is then free to join family and friends. The 134th Commencement exercise of the University of Washington is closed.
can see clear.